Hey everyone, real quick before we get into the video, I just wanted to make a brief announcement. We are on the verge of reaching 4,000 subscribers, which is an incredible milestone, and I am so grateful to each and every one of you for making this possible. But if you know me, I like to reach for the stars, which is exactly what I intend to do. I want to go beyond 4,000 subscribers, which is why I'm already starting the road to 5,000 subscribers, and with that comes a huge giveaway, the biggest giveaway I've ever done. And all you have to do is be subscribed. Yeah. But you may be wondering, what is this grand item that I will be giving away to one lucky viewer? Well, I'm glad you asked. I will be giving away a Nintendo Switch OLED with a game of your choice. And like I said, all you have to do is be subscribed, and also send me a screenshot on Twitter at Zelda_Inferno. So that way I know that you are actually subscribed, and I will pick one lucky winner when we reach 5,000 subscribers. The hype starts now, but with that being said, let's get on to the video. The latest episode of Murder Drones gave us a sneak peek at some of the threats that loom over Copper 9, but ultimately still gave us more questions than answers. In today's video, I'll be going over some of my own theories that may hint at what's coming. There's a lot to cover, so let's begin. The main focus of this episode, besides having a sick-ass prom of course, was getting us more acquainted with Doll after a small tease in episode 2. Obviously, some ate right in the head with this robo-psycho as she went on a murder spree right out the gate, killing everyone nominated for prom queen. It's at this moment that we realize that the absolute solver isn't just some virus. It's more than that. It seems to give any drone it infects special telekinetic abilities, and Doll seems to be very comfortable using these abilities, unlike Uzi, who has the absolute solver as well. This is obviously because she hasn't gained full control of her abilities yet, as she's not used to them. And throughout the season, I'm sure she'll begin to not only understand its true capabilities, but maybe use them to her advantage as well. At the end of the most recent episode, we see Uzi's abilities kickstart out of nowhere, blocking a bullet from striking her. Doll then realizes who she's dealing with. Someone else with the absolute solver. Doll looks over to Uzi and it closes in on some sort of tag around her neck. It has the murder drone symbol on it, along with the number 2. This is also the same kind of tag that Uzi knocks off of Doll earlier in the episode, except Doll's has the number 48 on it. In my last theory video, I brought up the prospect of there being different test subjects, with Uzi's mom Nori being the first. This makes even more sense considering that Uzi is number 2 and is obviously Nori's daughter. The hologram of Nori from episode 2 is also wearing the same exact tag if you look closely. Maybe the humans were testing this program by using select worker drones to see how it performs. But that begs the question, who are the other test subjects? If Doll is number 48, then that means that there are definitely a lot more. We're still pretty early in the series, so I'm sure at some point we'll get to see even more of them, which, you know, I'm all for seeing new types of drones. Maybe this mystery drone from the beginning of episode 2 is one of them. I still think it's possible for this to be a young version of Nori, and if so, it would make even more sense for her to be test subject number 1. Moving on, I still somewhat believe that the absolute solver is a last resort to kill all worker drones. I mean, look at what Doll did! Look at all the murder! The episode literally starts with her going on a murder spree, and that's exactly what the humans want. But that's not necessarily what the worker drones corrupted want. When Doll mentions wanting to help Uzi towards the end of the episode, you can clearly see that to Doll, this is a curse that she doesn't want to live with. She even tells Uzi, "I feel sorry for you," implying that she hates to see Uzi dealing with the same problem. I really don't think Doll is a villain. She's just misunderstood. I mean, who wouldn't want to go on a cannibalistic murder spree after witnessing your parents getting brutally murdered right in front of you? I mean, it just seems like something anyone would do. But anyway, she simply just wants revenge for the death of her parents and possibly to learn more about her own abilities. As for what this thing is that she's looking for, it's still too early to tell, but it's definitely very important and is probably the key to discovering the truth behind the Absolute Solver and perhaps even JC Jensen as a whole. Now, I've previously mentioned that this virus is a last resort, but what if it isn't enough? Or at the very least, taking too long? Well, that's when the humans start to get involved. Yeah, I knew we were bound to see humans at some point, and technically we did in episode 2 during the flashback scene, but those were blacked out silhouettes and some people thought they were like fucking aliens or something. Like, they're humans. So yeah, we technically saw them in episode 2, but either way, I didn't think it would be so soon that we started to see humans in this series. At the end of episode 3, a few pods crash land on Copper 9, and out comes one of these humans. Here we're introduced to Tessa, a certified technician from JC Jensen. However, this actually isn't the first time we've seen her. In episode 2, during the flashback scene, the human who brought in the new drone was named Tessa. The only difference is that here she's blacked out like the other humans, as I mentioned. My theory is that she's the daughter of the big man himself, JC Jensen, or at least heavily connected to him in some way. He probably got tired of waiting on the disassembly drones, so he sent Tessa, along with possibly other humans, to Copper 9 to finish off every last worker drone. Maybe Uzi, with her newfound powers, will have to fight alongside both N and V against the humans invading their planet. That would be honestly a really weird twist of fate, having especially V. I can see N, but especially V helping Uzi willingly. Yeah, a little bit strange. There's also the possibility that Uzi goes full-on Robo-Psycho like Doll and starts to go on a murder spree as hinted at in the Season 1 teaser. Yeah, that's probably gonna happen. Another thing I haven't mentioned yet is that Jay is officially back. No. This was not Jay. I thought that the GLaDOS monster made that very clear. Jay wasn't there. She was still being repaired at that time. The Centipede monster was a completely different entity. With that out of the way, now that Jay is fully repaired, that should make for a very interesting reunion with N and V. I wonder if N can try and convince Jay that they're being manipulated by the humans. I kinda doubt it though. Jay seems pretty stuck in her ways, so if she does happen to have a redemption arc, I don't see it happening until much later, but I still love you, Jay. Even with all the murder. For now though, she seems pretty content helping out the humans. However, that's not the only threat we know is coming. We still don't know what happened to that weird robotic heart thing. I doubt we've seen the last of it. It's most likely gonna return at some point, and I wonder if it'll rebuild that GLaDOS monster or if it'll take on an entirely new form. I'd honestly love to believe in the latter. The final theory I'd like to talk about is actually something that kind of started out as more of a joke and was not originally gonna be in this video. Mostly because I'm basing all of my speculation off of a single piece of artwork. But what if, and hear me out, Khan is secretly a badass? I'm not even joking. Okay, like I said, hear me out. During the Season 1 teaser, we got several pieces of official artwork for Murder Drones for different characters. And when they showed some of Khan's artwork, one of the drawings had Khan pointing a damn pistol with a serious look on his face. That's not the Khan I know. He's supposed to be a door-obsessed, child-abandoning loser. Not what looks to be a badass gunslinging hero. Maybe his work with the WDF actually goes much deeper than we initially thought. What if, and I know this is gonna sound absolutely f***ing insane and most likely won't happen, but what if somehow Khan used to be a bounty hunter? I know. I know you're probably sitting in your seats right now laughing your asses off like, oh my gosh. Now, I'm not saying he's like Samus Aran or anything, but what if at some point he hunted disassembly drones? That makes me super curious though. How did he go from that to this?
Guys, my daughter is into doors! I mean, you don't think it's my parenting, do you? I left her for dead once. I'm chaperoning!
Well, something must have happened that made him retire and start a new life. Maybe it was when he had to put Nori out of her misery using a wrench when she got infected with nanite acid. It could have been at that moment when he decided to leave that life behind and start fresh. I also wonder who actually infected Nori. What if it was NV or J? That would make for a fun plot twist, especially if Uzi finds out that N is responsible. Okay, maybe I'm getting just a bit ahead of myself. But what do you guys think about these theories? And are you all excited for Murder Drones Episode 4? Let me know down in the comments below. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed some of my wacky ass theories, some of which will most likely not come true. But you know what? I love doing this. It's so much fun to talk about murder drones, and I love how popular it's been getting as of late. I'm seeing so many different channels make murder drones theories now. It's honestly incredible. And I promise this video is kind of a wake-up call for me because I have not uploaded in like a month. I apologize for that. My last video was my episode 4 reaction, so I am definitely going to try and improve on my uploading habits. I need like an actual efficient schedule, but you know what? With due time, I'm sure the uploads will start to get more frequent. But anyway, I'm rambling on at this point. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to drop a like on this video if you enjoyed it, as well as be sure to subscribe if you want to stay updated with all my content. But with that being said, I want to thank you all so much for watching, and until next time guys, this is Inferno, signing off.